Hi guys, so today we are doing a review of two things I picked up actually kind of a while ago. I'm just gonna bring you down here a little bit more. So I got Loubiworld from Christian Louboutin. I checked out their boutique and we had an event to go to. I ended up getting some nude heels from them. I really wanted nude YSLs, but they didn't have the particular shoe I wanted for this event. It was later that night. And so we ended up going to Christian Louboutin and found some nude, let me just turn this off, some nude heels there. And I started sniffing around. I noticed that they had the full-size bottles and the mini bottles, so you can get the entire mini collection of these guys. Still has the cute tops on them, but just in like a mini size, so not as intricate or detailed. And I decided to smell all of them. I had smelled them before with a girlfriend of mine when we were at the mall, but nothing really, like, they're pretty, they stand out, but they're not, what am I trying to say? For the value, I think that you could find a lot better perfumes, but I just think that they are absolutely super, super cute, and I do like how they smell. But that being said, I feel like they did not last that long on my skin. They're kind of more like something, in my mind, something you would find, you know, from any designer fragrance. It's nothing niche, but they are really cute, like absolutely cute in the bottle style. Kind of like the nail polish. So I never ever purchased anything from Christian Louboutin for nail polish, but I will say the bottles are super cute. Just in my opinion, I think it's overpriced for what it is. And yeah, it's kind of like Dior nail polish too. It's just something where I'm like, is it really that worth it? No one's ever seeing the bottles, but for these, they do look extremely cute out. Even after they're empty, I'm gonna use these bottles for something. I have some fun things planned actually for when I finish my bottles. Like my empties will go into a very artistic thing that I'm gonna be doing, which will be really fun. But Loubiworld, I smelled this one and immediately I liked this. I was gravitating towards it. It has a little bit of cedarwood in there. There's some rose. It's beautiful. It's almost kind of like a super woody rose with a slight like spice or something like complex to the top of this scent. This one is very much a beautiful fragrance for running errands, very feminine, very girly. It's just that pure rose. Like, it just smells super, 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 super rose. There also is a top note of strawberry in here, so it's gonna give it like a nice citrus kick to it. That kind of smells like just a very floral bouquet. Like, it's just a very woodsy, rosy bouquet with this like delicious twist on top of it. So the strawberry really plays into it, creating just a very feminine, very pretty fragrance. Normally scents that have cedarwood in them can lean a little bit masculine, but with that rose, it just really warms up the rose, and then that strawberry, it really gives it like that really nice scent. So it has a little cat on top of it. So it's supposed to signify the lucky cat in Asian culture, which I think is really cool. So they all have like a different background to them. This one right here is called Loubiworld, and I knew I wanted to try this one out. I knew I wanted to play with this one. It has a really cool cap. There's actually a heel with a red bottom on top, which is so funny. I just noticed that right now. And then this is the world. So this is the world, and then you have this like really cool kind of spiky Christian Louboutin style right here. So Loubiworld is Paris inspired. So each fragrance from the Christian Louboutin collection is inspired by a different country, a different continent, a different place. And this one is inspired by Paris and all the glitz and glam of Paris. This one is very much an amber spicy scent. This, in my opinion, is more of kind of like a nighttime scent. The notes are cardamom, iris, and vanilla. This one is just really unique, like really beautiful, really unique. In my opinion, it smells very, almost kind of like the amber has a powdery scent to it. It's like a crystallized amber almost. It smells almost like an amber resin with like a powderiness about it. The iris really plays well with the vanilla in there and with the amber in there, and it just smells really, really pretty. There is a spiciness to it, so it is more oriental in a way. This smells like a night out on the town in Paris. Super dressed up. There is a little bit of like a lipsticky scent to it as well. Like there's kind of this dry down where it smells a little bit lipsticky underneath it all. All in all, this actually does smell very Parisian to me. This smells like a lot of things that I would smell when I was in France, like a lot of the fragrance. I could definitely see the inspiration behind this fragrance being Paris inspired. I really, really, really love the fragrance of the Loubirouge. I think it's just a really cool, very different, very unique fragrance. Not like anything I've really smelled before, quite honestly. I think the closest thing you could probably find to this would be something along the lines of a Menthol perfume. But even then, it has its own uniqueness. But it does have kind of that same vibe as a Menthol perfume. So I did hop on the website and I did notice that they are sold out. I'm going to see if they are sold out of the Loubidoux as well. I know that the perfumes were going fast in store and not sure if they like restock them or if this is like limited edition. But I do know that they probably, once they're gone, they're probably going to be gone. And so I absolutely am glad that I did get this if this is more of like a collector's item. So they do have the Loubidoux still. And then let me see if I can pull up the rest of the fragrances for you guys. So it's cute. It's called Loubiworld, which means like the different continents. They really wanted to kind of like embody that. They do have one called Loubi Prince, which actually I did not see Loubi Prince in store. It's a little more expensive. It is created by Fanny Ball, and it is amber woodsy with cistus, sandalwood, and tonka bean as the notes. And it is like the bottle has a snake on there, and it's kind of like a pyramid, so I'm guessing it's kind of Egyptian inspired, which is kind of cool. They did work the stiletto in there as well. I'm gonna show you guys the bottle. So this is the bottle of that one. Loubi Funk was kind of a cool one. I did like that. I did spray that on in store. I've tried the other ones in store. That one was like a floral rose. I kind of felt like that one is something maybe I've smelled something similar of, so I didn't really feel the need to purchase. That one is going to be blackcurrant, Turkish rose, and patchouli. It was a really nice fragrance. It just wasn't something that I was like absolutely needing. I did love the top of it. The top is a pineapple. So I'm going to show you guys. So this is how it looks. It's just like a really cute pineapple top. I love pineapple, so something that I was like, this is really adorable. I just did not feel like that was something that really stood out to me, just being honest. Loubirouge is really, really pretty. I actually was going back and forth between getting Loubirouge and Loubidoux, and I went with Loubidoux just because I felt like I would wear it more often. But Loubirouge is a leather wood, which I was kind of shocked because I normally don't like leather, but I loved this leather. So this one to me smelled very Middle Eastern. It was really, really beautiful. And this one is suede, cedar, and pink pepper. So those are the notes that are inside of here. And it is super, super projecting. Like I remember spraying it and just you could really, really smell it. It is a really beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I really liked it. It's almost kind of something that would remind me of just a stronger, almost kind of like the same strength almost as an Initio perfume, but it's just different. Like it just had like its own unique kind of style to it. That was one that was like a strong, like I would have definitely gone with that one had I not thought, you know, I'd get more use out of the Loubidoux, and I thought the Loubidoux was something kind of fun that I didn't really have a lot of. The next one is Loubi Crown. So this one has a crown on it with the red little decals inside of the crown. And this one, the notes are patchouli, cedarwood, and tonka bean. Again, kind of like a woody amber. They all kind of have that amber undertone, that woodsy undertone. This one to me, did not really stand out as something that, again, I needed to have. This one is a very bold fragrance, but it's something that smelled similar to things that I've had in the past, so I wasn't super drawn towards that one. The next one I'm gonna show you guys is Loubi Croc. This one was cool. I liked the top of this perfume. It has a crocodile on there. And this one, I remember I wasn't super in love with the actual scent of it. It is Myrrh, Cyprol, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and Sandalwood, Santalwood. This one was definitely a little bit more heaty, and this one is inspired by pyramids. I thought it was kind of a cool look and idea behind the perfume, but that one kind of leaned a little bit more masculine in my opinion. Loubi Kiss was one that I really thought was so pretty. It is like more of a floral woody. This one has a really cool top. It has a skull on there with a little red lips, if you can see, in the crown of flowers. So this one was the floral woodsy, has jasmine, tuberose, and musk. This one was not leaning masculine or not leaning mature at all. This one was more of like that true bouquet. Probably would have been like a good one for like a bridal. So if you were thinking about getting one of these for a bridal, maybe like a gift or something, a bridesmaid's gift. This one was really pretty, and it was just like a fun fragrance. But again, something that you could probably find in many of the designer fragrances out there. Now they do have a couple that are online that are not inside of the boutique. I showed you guys the first one. That one was not in the boutique. That one was the Loubi Prince. And then they also have two more. So there's Loubi Charm, which is really cool. It's kind of like an Egyptian inspired perfume. It actually looks exactly like, it's a beetle, which symbolizes the luck and magic. And it reminds me of the ride The Mummy at Universal. It totally has like that aesthetic. It's very like Egyptian looking, kind of cool. So this one smells like incense, geranium and rose oxide, and patchouli. Not something that I would blind buy because I'd have to smell what the patchouli smells like. I have not smelled this one yet, but it does come in a very cool case. It's really pretty, really great presentation, and I just love the decals on top of these bottles. And then Loubi Luna, this looks like something I would like love to have out. I think the bottle is absolutely stunning with the moon on there. Kind of like an Arabian inspired perfume, I'm guessing. And this one has the royal falcon standing on the impressive crescent moon. And this one is gonna be fig milk, which is really interesting. I'd love to smell that. Cedarwood and papyrus. So this one could be a little bit more, again, maybe on the masculine side, but I absolutely love the bottle, and it is sold out. So I'm sure a lot of these are going pretty fast. It looks like quite a few of them are sold out online. Loubi Kiss is sold out, Loubi Rouge is sold out, Loubi Charm is sold out, Loubi Luna sold out. And so is the Discovery Kit, but they still have the miniatures online. So the miniatures are going for $300 if you wanted to get every single fragrance. But yeah, so that concludes the review. I've wanted to do this review for a while. I've worn both these fragrances multiple times. I've actually worn Loubi Dew quite a bit. It's a fun fragrance to wear. It's definitely something that is good for like a spring summer. It's just really a pretty rose that's not super crisp, sharp rose. It has that fun to it, that spice to it, that woodiness to it that kind of gives it a twist. So it is a fun one for like spring, summer. It is classy, it is beautiful, it is more elegant. So this one, it's fun yet elegant. So it's something that you could wear to, you know, a wedding or to an event. It's just a really beautiful fragrance. And then the Loubi Rouge, this one is just absolutely like an amazing nighttime fragrance. This one to me reminds me more I would say like more fall winter-esque. So this one I'll probably get more wear out of in like summer nights, maybe in the fall, but that dry down is so absolutely stunning with that more lipsticky scent. I do really love Loubi Rouge. I'm pretty sure I'll get a lot of use out of both of these, and I hope that they come out with more in the future. Again, the lasting power on these is not that of like many of the niche perfumes like Xerjoff, or you know, even, I hate to say it, but it's not even as long as like by Kilian. I feel like these you'd have to like touch it up. You'd have to bring a little decant with you if you wanted to keep your perfume projecting, or you could layer these with like eccentric molecules to really get it to last a little bit longer. But aside from that, both wonderful fragrances. If I were to layer Loubidoux, I'd probably layer this with Delina. I could see those being really beautiful together. Kind of gives it a little bit of a longer staying power, longer lasting power. And then if I were to mix Loubi Rouge, I'd probably do this honestly with like maybe even like a Gris Charnel. So you could actually mix the Loubi Rouge with eccentric molecules. There is a little bit of that undertone that would really pick up with it, and it would help it to project a little bit and last a little bit longer. So I hope that these helped you guys to make a decision if you are looking to get one of these, or if you've been thinking about it and you haven't quite pulled the trigger, but you want to get one before they sell out. Hopefully this review helps you. If it did, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.